just happened to be at a really cool area of the property. This little creek bed is actually running. Which is interesting because just about every other little creek that we've seen in the area within the last week or so has not been running. It's been extremely dry. So it's pretty exciting that this actually does have some movement to it. We're just gonna walk the creek bed a little bit and keep the camera running and see what we can see, if anything. It's a beautiful creek bed. This is much wider than most of the gravel bottom creek beds we've seen in Missouri. It's another section with some water in it. Can't really tell if that's moving or not, that water. It's fun to find, I mean, we do find arrowheads. I can't really tell if that's anything. I don't think so. I think that's just a natural rock that happens to look like a spear point, but it's really cool. And you certainly will find arrowheads if you're really looking for them in certain areas. Wright County, where we are, I mean, we have found a lot of arrowheads in Wright County. So obviously this creek is going to draw in the deer even more than some of the surrounding properties. I mean, this entire area, well known for deer hunting. So you've got that combined with a property that has its own draw to get the deer in, and you're sitting in a good situation. So there is a little bit of current to that water. There's a nice pool of water. I kind of want to jump right in there. That looks really, really refreshing. It's funny because on the topo map that we have, it really doesn't even show that the creek is over here. That's a cool rock. I mean, there is just no end to the cool rocks and stuff you'll find in a true Ozark creek bed. Whoop, there's a big frog. Freaked me out a little bit, buddy. Whoops. Oh, almost crushed another one. Sorry, pal. He made it out okay, though. So obviously, I mean, the property's been logged within the last 1 to 2 years. But, I mean, you'll see mature timber remaining and thousands of medium-sized and small trees. So, I mean, this is just trying to think of the word. I lose intelligence as I get older. I don't know why. Basically, a tree farm in progress and lots of frogs. Got a trail going up the hill there. Some more timber. Another look at the creek bed. Very, very, very few properties that you'll ever find that have a creek bed like this. Just a constant source of an attractant for the deer and the other wildlife as well, of course. Oh wow, that's a really cool rock formation. Look at that. I can see acorns everywhere, so we've got some mature oak trees probably just about right overhead. It really wouldn't take much to clean some of these smaller limbs and treetops out of this creek bed. But I mean, this is gorgeous. That is one of the prettiest little creek beds I've ever seen. Got some timber here. They're just on the other side of the creek bed. There's a natural rise that could potentially be a nice campsite. I don't know if I would build this close to the creek, but I don't know if this would be a property where you'd want to build anyway. This is absolutely prime hunting, but as we mentioned, you certainly need a four-wheel drive to get to this property. So if I knew I had to come to town twice a day, I would probably select a different property to build my home than this one. Although I do know people who have built large homes in more remote locations and they love it. So the property is buildable, subject to, I'm sure, some building covenants that you can see in the listing page. But that gives you a pretty good look at the creek bed anyway. And that trail just kind of heads to the north. Looks like it heads up that hill. The land rises up from the creek. It looks like it levels off a couple hundred feet up there and then rises again after that. So you've got a lot of usable ground on this. Very close to Springfield, Missouri, within about 30 miles or so of Springfield. So just a phenomenal property, really. We're going to walk back toward the easement road, and then we'll call it good. But I mean, it would not take much to really clean this property up. A tractor and a brush hog, and you could open up a lot of these trails. I'm sure you'll find some natural clearings while you're out here. We really have not explored the property other than what you've just seen, and I'm sure we did a drone video, so feel free to check that out on the website. If you have any questions, let us know. If you're looking for something similar, unfortunately we can't help you because this is definitely a one-of-a-kind tract. Just the fact that we're so close to Springfield is pretty unusual. We were really excited to do this project because we are constantly looking for land, within an hour or so of Springfield. And so to find something just 30 miles away was unbelievable. So I believe we're just about back to the road. But it is rough and rugged property. So plan on having a four-wheel drive, plan on doing some cleanup. There's our easement road. Beautiful, beautiful tract. Now we have to figure out where the truck is. There it is. We walked a big circle. So again, remote property, four-wheel drive access only, but very private, amazing recreation land. Investment potential this close to Springfield is phenomenal. We'd love to talk to you about this property if it's still available. If it's sold, then, well, you might be out of luck, but give us a call anyway or send us an email, and we would love to talk to you.